I'm here with artist Jenny McConnell from Edmonton, Leyte of Australia, I think, by the voice, talking about another piece that's been submitted to the onWORD 2017 art exhibit. This is called Amazing Grace, and we see a mother and daughter. Is that what we have in this painting?
Actually, it could be a mother and daughter. It's definitely a daughter. The mother could be a father and also represents Jesus as he wears a crown of thorns around his head. But it's very symbolic.
So the hair is pulled, it's longer hair, it's pulled up. And but it could be taken as an older style, like an ancient figure wearing a robe.
Yes, exactly.
Or a mother with a dress.
Yeah, exactly.
The child in this painting is unambiguously feminine. Right.
So she's pregnant, very thin. Her hair has been cut. She sold it, so it's cut short. And it's not very obvious, but she's actually wearing a little crown. So mother, father, Jesus has given her a crown of righteousness and has brought a robe around her, a red robe, which is symbolic as well.
So by the size difference, it's easy to think this could be a young child or an infant, but really the size differential is to emphasize the greatness of the parents' love and how emaciated and kind of wasted this figure is.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, if she was to stand up, she'd probably be quite a bit taller than she perceives to be. But she does look very young. But I'm guessing she's around 16, but very malnourished, so extremely thin, to the point of death.
So how does an image like this come to your mind? When you read the story of the prodigal son and this comes out, what's the process between those two?
Well, when I thought about the prodigal son's choices and the lifestyle that he was living, I just wanted to have a female representation of what that would look like. For me, she's just in a very desperate state and space, and she had to do what she could to earn money and to get by and to keep living. She was too afraid to go back, felt dishonoured, and I'm not sure what else to say. She just was afraid.
But this whole story takes place in your mind just as you're thinking through the implications of this in everyday life for so many people. It seems like a narrative actually comes to your mind. It's so many people's stories, I suppose, when you've made a lot of wrong choices and you feel ashamed and not sure if you'll be received back again. So there's a lot of fear too, and just trying to make it out on your own. You've decided to go your own way, so you need to make the best of it in your thinking, perhaps, and there's no turning back, perhaps. But when you get to a place of absolute desperation, you feel like there's nothing left to do but turn back, and you don't know where you're going to go and how you'll be received. But for this young girl, there was no choice but to turn back or she would die. So she did sell her hair, but she fell pregnant too in the moments where she was having fun. And for her, she was having a lot of fun, and she was using up whatever money she was given from her inheritance. But she spent it all and fell pregnant, and therefore was in a place of feeling ashamed, I suppose, too, and not feeling like she'll be received back, but did turn back. And that really is kind of the heart of this parable, is the reception that the prodigal receives.
That's right, yeah. I mean, she is absolutely loved, as you can tell. I mean, grace is amazing, and the grace that God has for us, the love that Jesus has for us is beyond our expectations or even beyond what we deserve. But he would just scoop us up in his arms and accept us back because we've turned back. Just because we've turned back, that's enough for our Father to scoop us up and love us unconditionally. So, I mean, we are made righteous again just because of our decision to want to be back with him. It's a relationship that he will never want to turn away from. He's always there for us. She's loved no matter what, and I believe that he would do it again and again, as many times as she needed to be forgiven again and again, because he did say 70 times 7.
Hence the title, Amazing Grace. Thank you for sharing with us.
Thank you.